Hello friends, and welcome to today's project of making rosehip jam. A jam made from the fruits of the rose plant. I love floral notes in flavor when making jams. I think it just adds an extra layer of dimension. Let's begin. I managed to get some online. I'll include the link in the description. They come vacuum packed because they are dried. They almost look like dried cranberries. The first thing you will have to do is to remove the stems. In the process of removing the stems, I also managed to sort out the colors of some of them. I kept the really deep red ones for the jam, and the less ones you can use for something else like making tea with that. So I have 130 grams of dried rosehip here. Pour plenty of boiling water over it. We need to hydrate it. I am using a plate to help in submerging the rosehip in the hot water. After that, wrap the top with some cling film. Take the bowl and place that in the fridge to allow the rosehips to soak up as much of the water as possible. Leave it overnight in the fridge. The next day, take the plate out from the water and you will notice that the rosehips have doubled in size, if not tripled. They look rather plump and juicy now. Strain the rosehip from the water. From 130 grams of dried rosehip, it is now 210 grams. Following jam making, measure out double the amount of sugar, which is 420 grams. To make the mixture whole, add in 370 grams of the soaking liquid to make the entire thing to 1 kilo. So to thicken up the mixture, let me introduce to you pectin powder. Pectin is a natural thickener found high most especially in apples, citrus like lemons, limes and oranges. I shall include a link in the description. I will be using 8 grams of pectin. I like a rather stable but loose jam. The only thing when using pectin is to mix it with some sugar. This will help later to avoid it from going lumpy when adding it to the jam mixture while cooking. So, take out some of the sugar and mix it to the pectin there. Set that aside for now. Now take a medium-sized pot and pour in the soaking liquid, the sugar, not the sugar with the pectin, and the rosehip. Bring the pot over to the stove and turn on the heat to medium to high. We want the mixture to boil. Once that has started to boil, you can add in the sugar with the pectin mixture. Add it in slowly and make sure you stir while doing that. We want to cook it out. After you have boiled it for 5 minutes, I have a stick blender. I am using this to help me break down the rosehip. You don't need one. The rosehip will naturally break down. This just helps in doing it faster. Take it to one side and use a frozen spoon to test the consistency of the jam. When you are able to draw a line, you know it will set properly in the fridge. The frozen spoon just helps in giving you an idea of how it will be later when it cools down. Take the jam over and sieve it. There are some hard seeds in there. We don't want that. Straining the mix means you'll end up with a very smooth texture. Pour that in a glass container and place some cling film over the surface. This will prevent the skin from forming. Just before I place this in the fridge, I want to show you something. I'm using my camera light. I'm going to shine it through the glass container. Just look at that. A nice translucent body for the jam. Place that in the fridge to cool. Overnight is best. The next day, let's have a look at our jam. Peel back the cling film. It has set nicely. I'm going to be enjoying this with 2 soft brioche buns. Such a sexy gel-like consistency, very smooth. Just have a bite. Oh my goodness, that is so good. I just want some more. You know, this is just unbelievable. It is smooth, light, fresh with hints of rose, but a deep rosy flavor and a slightly sourness to it. It is almost like having a cross between strawberries and pink guava, a flavor that is all round welcoming. This is really good. Well, there you have it, rose hip jam. I am telling you, go and make this and you won't be disappointed. Thank you for watching. As usual, it was a pleasure having you with us on this journey today. If you enjoyed what you watched, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to be notified of upcoming videos, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.